Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike here in the BFH garage. I'll be damned if there's not another TJ that just hit the junkyard. This year, the last 12 months anyway, has been very unusual for these. They normally don't hit the yard as often as they've been hitting, but we're going to go take advantage of it, kind of on a loose sense, because this TJ has been in the yard for 2 days. I got to work. I work 48-hour shifts. I got to work that first day, got my notification, and yeah, it's been sitting there for 2 days. So it looks like a promising Jeep. It's got some, I would call them modifications. You know, it's got a aftermarket bumper. Not that I'm interested in the bumper, but it's got a roof rack, all that kind of stuff, which tells me that somebody did some things to it. So there's potential for certain parts to be there. With that being said, I run the build sheet on this one, and it has a Dana 35 axle. So the rear axle, I know, unless they put in something after the fact, I'm probably not going to be pulling the axle. But when you look at something that has a lift on that, it's kind of an indicator for other parts that might be. So I'm going on a kind of a chance that it does have the 32RH transmission, which I'm always after. But the transfer case potentially could have a slip yoke eliminator on there. So if that's the case, that'd be a good, easy pick. You know, things like that. So if the transmission's there, depending on the condition, I may pick that up. We'll see. But I just want to take a general look at it, see if there's anything there that may be of interest to me. Now, the only reason I decided to go ahead and do this pick, especially with it being 2 days old, is that this particular yard is a lot closer to my house than the other one. This one here is about 30 minutes away, so it's not bad at all. I can go do that. The weather's nice today. I'm not dealing with an ice storm like I did last week, so it's worth a shot. It's a Saturday morning, nothing's going on, so I'm just going to go take a look and see what we come up with. I guess the thing I'm trying to say with this pick is we're going to find any type of surprises that may be on that rig that somebody else hasn't already picked. Now, one of the things I want to point out on the, you know, the you pull and pay, they'll post a picture of the Jeep when it hits the yard. The thing that's got me kind of curious is they just put the Jeep on the yard, they're taking a picture of it, and there's already a tool bag on the fender. The doors are already gone. They're working on some other things. So somebody either knew or saw it coming to the yard, or maybe the you pull and pay people, you know, some of their people may know what those doors are worth and things like that, and they're the ones picking it. I don't know. Neither here nor there. You know, there's nothing I can do when I'm stuck at work. If it would have been notified, I'd have been there right away, but I'm not. I'm behind the ball. Let's get after it. So I'm coming up to TJ. Yeah, it looks like it's picked over a little bit. Grill's gone. No big deal. I think I have enough of those. Automatic transmission still there though. Got underneath, took a peek. That's still there. But the one thing I need are the training lines there. And those are still right there. Somebody didn't cut those off, so that's going to help out a lot for what I need there. Have a buddy who needs the shifter mechanism there, so I'm going to grab that. I'll take a look at the tailgate's in great shape. I'll probably grab that if I can get that out without breaking it. And then the rear cross member I'm picking up for somebody, and we'll see what else, but there's enough on here. I'll get this picked. I just got the pick wrapped up, and I'm glad I was first in line to get there. A bunch of people were sitting out in their cars. You know, at that point it was like 38 degrees or something, so 10 minutes before the open, I'm like, I'm gonna go stand in line because I want to be one of the first ones in line. And that paid off. I got to the Jeep. No sooner than I'm taking a look at everything, other people that were behind me in line start coming up because they want to get parts off of it as well. So I had to make a quick claim on what I was going to be pulling from the Jeep. That included the entire transmission, the tailgate, the automatic shifter, cables, all that stuff. So I had to lay claim to that pretty quick. And that was kind of nice because everybody was really cool about that. They understood that, and they stayed away from the parts. Usually in a junkyard, sometimes it's a free for all, whoever gets there first, but today people were civil, and that worked out really well. I wanted to do a little bit more filming, but like I said, everybody was around that thing like vultures, and it was I just had to get after it to start getting those parts off before somebody else came in and started claiming stuff. So anyway, I got the entire 32RH transmission. That included what appears to be, looks like a brand new torque converter. I got the flex plate stiffener, all the bolts, sensors. I have the dipstick and tube that goes with that. That by itself is a big find. Like I said, I talked about the tailgate. Those bolts came out easy. I could not believe it. On the tailgate, the Torx bolts that hold it to the tub, they backed right out. Normally I have to take a torch to those, and that's even for the Colorado Jeeps that don't see a whole lot of moisture and rust. These came right out, and this is a Jeep that came out of Texas, so maybe that's why. But overall, the Jeep was in great shape. The one thing I did not get, and I'm just now realizing it, was the frame was in great shape when I was going to cut some frame rails and totally spaced that. That's because I was too busy trying to load up everything else, and sometimes that's just the way these picks go. So for me, you know, I came here not having high hopes, and I have to tell you, I was absolutely pleasantly surprised with what I got. Floorboard, drain stoppers, you know, the rubber stoppers, I got all those throughout the Jeep. Those are always in high demand for people, so always grab those for other people. The HVAC vents on the dashboard, those weren't broken, so I grabbed those. Just a bunch of small little wins like that, and you know, sometimes a little fish, you get enough of them, it equals big fish. So I'm gonna call this fishing trip a big success. I'm pretty happy. Like I said, unbelievable year for Jeeps coming through the yard. So we'll just keep looking for the next one, and I'll catch you on the next one. So stay tuned. I got some big stuff coming up on that suspension teaser I put on the homepage as well. I've already started working on that, but I'm not posting videos yet, but it's cool. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next video. And here is my booty. Tailgate. Like I said, this thing's in great shape. Hinges came out without a problem. I got the dash bezels for the HVAC. Got a couple breather tubes. I got that kick down cable, but that one side I thought broke. You know what? That was on a different cable. That cable might be good. That's probably why I grabbed it. Transmission here, torque converter there. I got the bezel with the shifter there. I got some body mounts. I use those for the raised body mount mod. Got the inspection plate, and then the flex plate, stiffener, all that stuff right there, and a battery tie down, and the dipstick tube. So overall, not bad. I'm pretty dang happy. And here's a quick sneak peek for the people I know that like to watch the channel. You're getting some inside scoop on what's going on. Right here is my modified axle I'm going to be installing in that. There is my truss I'll be putting on that. A lot of work going on right now, so stay tuned for that video.